Texas really like? Today I'm answering some of these, what may seem like random questions, but are actually very common for people moving to Texas. Hello, my name is Dana Pollard and I've lived in Texas since I was 4 years old, and me and my team, we sell real estate here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you're looking at moving to Texas, fill out the Dream Home questionnaire in the link below to schedule your one-on-one Zoom consultation with one of my most amazing agents. We specialize in helping you find your lifestyle, culture, whatever you're looking for, what your hot buttons are, and a home to match. So one random question is, do we wear boots all the time? And I would say this, we do wear boots a lot here in Texas, but we may not always wear the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat is reserved exclusively for going to the Fort Worth Stockyards, the rodeo, a Texas theme event. Not really exclusive. Really, anybody can get away with wearing a cowboy hat and boots anywhere in Texas. Like it's culturally acceptable no matter where you go. But most people, I would say, don't wear cowboy hats everywhere. Although the further into the country that you get, the more cowboy hats and cowboy boots you will see. Now, I do love wearing cowboy boots. I will wear them anytime that I get. I wear a lot of jeans and cowboy boots, especially showing homes or out and about looking at different cities, because they're comfortable, they protect your feet. Oh, especially with new home construction, we wear a lot of boots. So it's perfectly acceptable to wear some boots in Texas. So if you're moving to Texas, get you a pair of cowboy boots. They're on trend right now anyway, so get you a pair of cowboy boots when you move here. By the way, when you do buy or sell a home with our group, the Dana Pollard Group, we have client events, and we usually make them Texas themed. And so our clients are like, oh my gosh, I gotta go get some boots. So yes, get you some cowboy boots and move to Texas. A common question that we get is, do we have snakes everywhere in Texas? Many people have a fear of snakes. My mom had a terrible fear of snakes for many, many years when we moved here. And so I kind of have her take on it as well. So this is my take on snakes in Texas, and I live in the suburbs and I rarely see a snake. The further you go into the country, the more likely you will run into snakes. Now, I grew up in the country, and gosh, I'd see one snake every few years. I don't know. They will come out on occasion. I did run into a couple when I was a kid because I would play in the fields and the woods. So we do have snakes here, but when you live in the suburbs, we're not expecting to see a snake ever. It's very, very rare. When we do, it's probably just a little grass snake. So if snakes are a concern, I recommend you don't buy a house that backs up to a green belt or to a pond or any tall grass. So the saying in Texas is, when you're gonna be in tall grass, like in the country, wear your boots and jeans. But in the suburbs, you probably don't have anything to be concerned about at all. If you go to the lakes or the creeks, you may see snakes there on occasion because they do like water sometimes. The next question is, are people really that friendly in Texas? So I think it's funny that people hound Texans for not being very open, and yet we're also known to be such a friendly state. So I would say this, that generally speaking, it is definitely more friendly here. People will say hi in the grocery store line. They will open the doors, like it's real. Open the doors, whether you're male or female, I'll open the doors for people. You know, we just do that. We say hi, we smile. Generally speaking, Texas does have a friendly culture. Sometimes you're not gonna get that with everybody. And I would say probably in the city life, it may be a little less friendly, but y'all comment below if you've ever been to Texas and think Texas is friendly or not. I would say generally speaking, yes, Texas is a very friendly state. We chat with people that we don't know everywhere. Everywhere we go, especially if you're my husband. My husband talks to everybody. Next up is, what do Texans really think of Californians moving here? Oh, okay, so if you've read any comments online from my California to Texas videos, man, Texans, that friendliness just goes out the window. I would say this. When it comes to the threat of Texas becoming California, you better believe Texans get hostile. But they're not hostile, like, they're not gonna like pull anything on you. They're just saying, don't California my Texas, because we don't want California politics ruining our state. And so what most Texans say is the reason Texas is Texas, and we have low taxes, we have a friendly environment, we have a great business environment, the cost of living is lower, is because we voted that way. And so that's what most Texans, that's the mentality that they're walking around with. Now, when it comes to Californians specifically moving to Texas, they don't really have an issue with people moving here. They just don't want you to vote blue. Most Texans, because we lean conservative. And like, I have two of my very closest friends are actually from California, and I'm asked them personally, how do you feel coming from California? And they're like, nothing. They don't feel anything. They feel completely accepted. Most people don't even know they're from California unless they say they are, and if they say they are, then it's no big deal. So once you are here, it's really no big deal. You don't have to be afraid of driving in with a California license plate, or once you're here, it's really no big deal. They're just trying to scare Californians from moving here and voting a different way. That's the take and the consensus of Texans. Another question we get here are, oh my gosh, I'm afraid of tornadoes. Are tornadoes really bad in Texas? And yes, we do get tornadoes here. Not as many as you would think. If you go to weather.gov, you can actually see how many tornadoes actually touch down in Texas or in the county that you were looking at moving into. And there are very few, surprisingly. And so we'll get storms that come through here. Thunderstorms are common in the springtime or in the fall. A lot of people actually get a little excited. We love thunderstorms. Not everyone, but I do. And but we're not really on pins and needles about tornadoes. On occasion, if we hear or we see something, we step outside, at about 5, 6 p.m. when we see clouds are getting dark, we may step out and take a look. That's a great time to meet your neighbors. But I've only ran to the closet one time to take cover, and it still didn't hit us in all of my life since I've been here since I was 4 years old. So that's our take. Locals are not really terrified of tornadoes. We don't even buy shelters. We just go to, if we're going to go someplace because of tornadoes, we'll go to an inner room of our house. Typically it's a bathroom that has no windows, or underneath the stairs. Like a stairs closet is like the best place to be because you have that extra reinforcement of the stairs. So really that's what you would do if you were afraid a tornado is coming. So post your other questions that you would like answered in the comments below, and I'd be happy to respond or make a video. And again, if you're moving to Texas, fill out the Dream Home questionnaire in the link below, and we can help you find your dream home in the city, neighborhood, suburb that you want. Thanks so much for supporting this channel.